Après, everybody coming to talk. Good information. Information talking education. The good shall be coming to. The good shall be coming. Again, let the Baba be well. It is a total. It is a total issue. But I don't get question. The good shall be coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, la vida. The good shall be coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, la vida. The good shall be coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, la vida. The good shall be coming to talk. The good shall be there. La vida, le guarda la vida. Que está toca. It's not total. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
La Bira, la Bira. It's not total. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Abroad, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Endorsement to information and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Abroad, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Good information. Information talking education. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It's time to talk. Breaking sense on the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk. From Monday to Friday, la
And this is how we want to say good morning, Liberia. And this is how we want to say good morning, Liberia.
African soldiers to fight for freedom.
Indeed, African soldiers to fight for freedom.
Some are living,
Some are dead, some are living. Some are dead, they are still fighting. If you can understand that, then you know what I mean. How can a person be dead and they be fighting? But it is for you to understand, though, whatever happens, there is a lesson in it. There is a lesson for every situation. So let me say good morning. Let me greet all of you this morning. Those of you who's following the broadcast from your very homes. Those of you following from your private or commercial vehicle. I would like to say good morning. Those of you joining us from your sick beds, let me say good morning to you. Those of you from the marketplaces, let me say good morning to you this morning. This is where we come fresh to talk about the issues that matters to our dear country, Mama Liberia. And let me say good morning to those of you in the 15 political subdivision. I'm saying a pleasant good morning to you. Good morning to our online followers. Those of you who follow us from Voice of Liberia page on Facebook. Good morning to those of you watching from our YouTube page. Today marks the 25th of November 2024. And we are here as always to disseminate information, to give out information, to inform the Liberian people, because this is what we said yes to. This is what we are committed to doing. So every morning we make sure we bring you the bits and pieces of whatsoever information that we have gathered. We make sure to share it to you. We always tell you that information is what you feed on. I'm sorry for the poor quality of my voice. I'm under the weather. But yes, we're here. We're here to talk about these things that matters to our country, Mama Liberia. Good morning, Liberia. My name is Samira Onlai, and I'm Samira Onlai. I'm here with you up to, that is 10 o'clock this morning. So always share the live video. Tell us where you're joining our broadcast from. Share the video, invite a friend to listen, invite a friend to participate, and also drop us your location. Those of you following from Bone County, that is Voice of Liberia 90.7 in Bone County. Those of you following from Margibi County, that is Voice of Liberia 89.7 in Margibi County. And in Monrovia, where we are broadcasting to you from Capital Bypass, is Voice of Liberia 14.1. And all other frequencies across Liberia. We're saying good morning to you. We have few minutes to go. Not few minutes, excuse me. We have days to go, weeks to go, and I should say a month to go. A month and some days to go for us to be entering into 2025. So now, do you see how time flies? We just started the year though, and we're in November. That is why we will always need to be grateful. We need to be grateful for life, for the gift of life. Because people started this year with us. Some people, loved ones, they started the year with us, but they did not make it to the end of the year. Some of them, they left along the way, left pains in some people's hearts. But when you're alive, you need to put all of these things behind and be able to move forward and be grateful to God for life. Be grateful for God that you are alive. It is not because you are beautiful. I can always say that. It is not because you listen to your radio every morning that you're alive. It's because of the grace of God that you are living. So it's something that you should be grateful for. Good morning, my people. Good morning, my people. It feels great this morning. I'm excited to talk to Liberians, to speak to Liberians after a long weekend. We are here. We have come to say yes to what we are committed to. And so let me say good morning to all of you and welcome to another beautiful edition of Good Morning Liberia. Like I said, my name is Samira One-Lie, and I'm Samira One-Lie, and I'll be here with you up to 10 o'clock. Sekou is not here this morning and will not be here for the week. We are saying good morning to him this morning. I know very well that he's also following the broadcast. So I'm sorry for my voice. I'm actually under the weather. But we're here to what we are committed to. We have come to say yes. So just before we do the acknowledgement, let me say that the cash giveaway is open. All you need to do is dial *799# and then you select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Then you put in $100 Liberian and be able to win 5,000. So this morning you're playing with 100 LD for 5,000 LD. So all you need to do is dial *799# 8#. Or you do it the long way. You dial *799# and then you press number 8 for Voice of Liberia. And then you put in your $100 Liberian and stand a chance to win yourself. That is 5,000 Liberian dollars. So let us do the acknowledgement quickly this morning. William S. Hens is following us from Catwell, New Georgia, on North Road. He said, no matter what happened, JMB and JKK will succeed. Sunday Flomo writes, good morning, VOL. My name is Sunday S. Film Flomo, watching from Phoebe, Astrap community in Bon County. This so-called majority bloc needs to respect the rule of law in this country. We are watching the Supreme Court carefully. Silly Joseph Moses says, the volume is somehow poor, madam. I'm following you live from the Good Citizens Republic of Ghana. I hope that is okay now, though. Umuru M. Baker writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia family. Following from Kerry McDonald Streets of Freedom Printing Price. Sembu Utope says, watching from Dubai. No war crimes court. No yellow machines. No access recovery team. No job. No road construction. No salary increment. No electricity. No wise fees. No medicine at hospitals, no security, no groundbreaking. This is the only government that has no achievement in 1 year. Senator Amara Connor is my witness. Moses Tokpokwa, he says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching live from Riverside County. Delicia Whittle writes, my name is Zilicia Whittle. I'm watching from Fendel community. Those lawbreakers will be judged by their foolish actions. Let God bless Mama Liberia. Stanley Sherry says, Big Sister Samira Samwola, I'm thinking or predicting that Tuesday, this so-called majority bloc in the line of the executive branch of government will deploy Liberia National Police officers at the Capitol building to not allow the members of Speaker's Kofa blocked in the Capitol building. Trust me, I'm Stanley Sharif from Broadville City. This is John Colley, and John Colley says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm John Colley, following from Banga City, Bon County. Thanks for the update you continue to provide to the citizens. It is only God that will pay you, God. Daniel Dion writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. Daniel Dion, my name. I'm watching from Kakata, Kibi County. Joseph Dikwi says, good morning to my VOL family. I'm watching from a Propo corner in Kosovo, the city of Rehab. Why is Liberia always on the opposite of the world? One country, two speakers. Is this a banana republic or the Republic of Liberia? These guys don't desire the honorable title. Always we are getting there. God is the protector. Andrew K. Blackie says, my name is Andrew K. Blackie. I'm following from Banga City, Ball County. Emma Stockby says, good morning, VOL. My name is Emma Stockby, following from Logan Town. We are 2029. The Masses platform says, good morning. Sembu Utobe is watching from Dubai. And Lovotra Woloto Win says, good morning, Voice of Liberia family. And to the people of Jackacan, my hometown in River G County, District number 2. I'm following from Southern Arizona, the United States. Minister Samuel Palmer says, good morning. VOL, I'm watching from the township of Dixville. Don't lose your man because another man promised to do better than him. That's how Bwaka make us lose we are today. With a laughing emoji, he writes that. Christian Sikpe says, esteemed people's speaker in Honorable Councillor Fonati Kofa is the legitimate and the rule of law will prevail. Resignation is not an option for us. Thanks to the Supreme Court for their recent opinion. And there's too many comments. Jua Gadier says, good morning, my VOL family. My name is Jua K. Gadier, joining from Bannersville Estate. Mr. Kosovo has shown the highest level of ineptitude as a president. Alexander Seti says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching you from Jalastown, Monrovia, Liberia. I hope the Liberian people is watching. Asik Sayan writes, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Banga City, Bon County. And then Siliki Tario writes, good morning, Milton Aaron Chi says, good morning. I'm following from Swetu, Grand Chida County this morning. Nelson Critical Tinker Nye writes, one of my favorite female journalists in Samira One Line. With the blessings of your parents, God will keep protecting you guys always for doing the people's work and doing the rightful thing daily. Keep pushing. God is above all. Marcus Jida says, good morning, VOL family. Watching from Sofa Community, Congo Town. Let's see. Yeah, so if we just get just few more comments here, then we move on this morning. I'm sorry for the poor quality of my voice. Okay. Permanent Sedition Mercy says, happy birthday to me. Ruby County says, I'm following. Amara Jala Kamara says, good morning, VOL family. I'm following from Brussels. Many thanks for the great service. Roland Swa writes, good morning, VOL. I'm Roland Swa, watching from Johnsonville, Kankan Town community. Sile Joseph Moses says, this is another hungry song again for our Liberian people and their citizens. Stanley Sharif writes, good morning to the peaceful citizens of Buhel Town, Papa District, Grand Cape Mount County, Western Liberia. I'm Stanley Sharif, following live from my usual Kosovo resident in Broadville City, outside Monrovia. Firstly, let me join the Supreme Court of Liberia to ask their so-called majority bloc to return to the section on Tuesday because they were elected not for RLJ hotel workers, but to work in the Capitol building for the interest of Mama Liberia, not their personal interests. Failure on their part on Tuesday, 2029, will be their stopping point. Trust me. Secondly, I'm clearly showing that this unprepared president, it's clearly showing that this unprepared president is not able to govern this country because over 10 months under his watch, he is unable to reunite the citizens of this country. But Mr. President, you promised us rescue. You promised to rescue Liberians, not only Lofians. Anyway, many thanks to Voice of Liberia family for always providing us this platform for our voices to be heard across Mama Liberia. I'm Stanley Sharif from Broadville City. That's all of the acknowledgements we will do. The cash giveaways on this morning. All you need to do is dial *799# and then you select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play with your 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win yourself 5,000 Liberian dollars. Okay, so quickly let us go into some of the things to be discussed. As we all know, or as we all are aware, those of you who are not aware, we're going to let you know about it. The counselor Fonati Kofa and his colleagues, they filed a lawsuit to the Supreme Court against the illegal majority bloc. And Kofa is legally proceeding. And the Supreme Court, they has issued a stay order on all proceedings of the House of Representatives involving the removal of Speaker Fonati Kofa, while ordering them to return to status quo ante. And the Supreme Court also ordered the appearance of the Minister of Justice to appear and file his returns before the full bench on Tuesday, November 26, 2024 at 9 a.m., while also instructing the majority bloc to file their returns to the clerk on or before the 26th. So this legislative politics is something that have been playing for weeks now. And it's also something that we have been talking about. It's something that have been going on. And the Speaker Kofa was not in the country when you had some lawmakers. They said that they are fixing their signature on a document in order to remove the Speaker Fonati Kofa for some reasons that they lay out in their petition at the time. So Kofa was out of the country with the president. He came back in country. When he came back, the number that the majority bloc had, it reduced. Some people said that they did not agree and all of that. But we saw that money was being dished up at the Capitol building. People taking 15,000 in order to remove the speaker. And after some time, you had the majority bloc. They were launching at, or they are still launching at, the RLJ hotel. They left their Vera houses and everything. And then they started to have sections separately. on the fact that they cannot go to the joint chambers to have section because the noble believe in Fonati Kofa and that he should not be a speaker due to some corrupt practice, due to some reasons that have to do with him being a lawyer and having all of the big contracts and all of that. They gave their 6 counts. So they started to have sections separately doing the Liberian people business, as the Constitution says. And the same Constitution also says that you should get to third. That is, you should have 49 persons in order to remove a sitting speaker. So at a point in time, some people said that Fonati, you want to think, it's not some people said, but you want to think that maybe the reason why this continues to go on, it is because Fonati had a bad leadership style. Why serving as the speaker? Because he could not maintain these same people that voted him. So there is a bad leadership side. But let me say this to clear the air, that what is playing is legislative politics and money is within it. Like we have said, and we always say that some people, if you ask them to give a tangible reason why they don't want Fonati Kofa to be a speaker, there will be no reason. Reason will not be given. So at another point in time, you will say that it's because of the money that these people are going the other way, not really because of the bad leadership style. So the politics play, Thomas Fala went over to the majority bloc, fast forward, and started to preside. CDC came in, suspended some of its members, and all of that. But it was this on Tuesday when the majority bloc, according to them, they said that they got 50 signatures. So they went on and elected their own speaker in person of Richard Nambekum. They elected him as the speaker, while Thomas Fala remains, Thomas Fala remains the deputy speaker, yes, and while Fonati Kofa remains the speaker. You know, we're not going to waste our time on this because we have other things to talk about. We're just going to run over it, and then people will participate and we'll wait tomorrow to see what happens. They went on, this contours, they did their leadership structure and all of that. But Fonati is not saying that there should be no way that he will remove that area. It is an elected position. But Fonati is saying that he stands by the law. So for that reason, let due process be given, is what he is saying. He is saying that he is saying that you get your 49, another day I want to be the speaker. I get off. It's what he is saying. But without you getting your 49, without you coming to the joint chambers so that due process can be given, I will not resign as a speaker. It's what Fonati is saying. ECOWAS came and they left. And ECOWAS also called for a due process to be given. And you have the executive. Constitutionally, they are not to play in the legislative politics. But one way or the other, you saw as to how the budget went. So definitely you know as to where the executive stands. you know that it stands with the majority bloc, one way or the other, because the president sent the budget to the deputy chief clerk, excuse me, to the deputy chief clerk, and the deputy chief clerk at the time was an RLJ. Where is the chief clerk? Said, oh, the chief clerk is on sick bed. We don't want to deny it because it's sickness. Anybody can get sick though. But you know as to where the executive stands, as to where the president stands. So at a point in time, you want to take it like this and say, the president said, Speaker Kofa, let's all go, let's all leave the country. And when they left the country, Speaker Kofa was to be out there, and then he be removed as the speaker. Because if he be on ground, there will be a little time in between. But let us take him out of here, and then we allow the money to play. We get these people's signatures, and then we remove him as the speaker. Because of the way the executive, because of the way the president behaves. That is it. So they went on, did out of that, it could not hold, and Kofa is here. He had been on ground. You want to ask where are the changes since he came? He had been trying to get his people, but his number continued. It remained consistent till last week when you have few people crossing over to the majority bloc, because it was where the budget went, and we got information that 45K was being given again to people that will move from the other end and go to the other end. That was the information we got. But, you know, let me say this, right? Even the Speaker Kofa, he was so in bed with the Unity Party people that he was not as focused as he should be to do his work that he was given to do. You are a CDC speaker. There is no law that says that the speaker and the president should be as close, you know, they should be friends. No. You are there to do your work. The president and his executive branch, they are there to do their work. But you went in bed with Unity Party, forgetting that you are the opposition speaker and there are some things that should be put in place. So at the end of the day, this is what you got. Fanatic Kofa continues to say that to let due process be given. For once, let this happen. And I'm sitting here, I'm in total agreement with that. I am in total agreement with that. That due process should be given. Get your 49 persons, and then I be removed as speaker. It is as simple as that. Very simple. I agree with it. But the thing is, everybody wants for this constitution to be respected for once, because this has been happening over the period of time and it continues to happen. So let me be the one to stop this. At the same time, while he's going wholly and solely by the law, following the legal process, the majority bloc continues to do what they are doing. Why he's thinking that I'm following this legal process, I will remain here. The people say, sit down there, we will put another speaker in the country, and there will be 2 speakers. This is Liberia for you. So why you don't want to go to this chamber? All the people that have put their signature down, you say you got your 50 persons, let them put their hands in the air, you give their reasons, and let the process be done perfectly. For that thing will be removed. But let us be able to do this. The 50 people, who you people say that you put your signatures there, put your hands up. Let them do the counting. Let them give their petition, everything. Let them go through the process and Fonati be removed. Why are you running away from this? Why? If you know that you stand by what you say, and like you said, you got 50%, you already that's the people because the Constitution said 49, and you got 50, meaning you got a surplus. You got that's with it at all. Why can't you go to this chamber now and then let the due process be done? Why get your speaker on the other side? You know, at times these are simple things for us to follow. These are simple things for us to do in order to respect the Lord, because you people are the lawmakers, but you are behaving like the lawbreakers. You people have to be making all of the news around here. You people have to be making the laws around here, not the noise you are to be making like you are making now. If you get your 50% because you said 50, go to the place there this Tuesday, tomorrow, and let the process be done. And let all of your other colleagues come together and you'll be able to put another speaker there. It is as simple as that. Maybe Fonati Una block will have his speaker, and your block will have your speaker to bring forth, and then election goes on. Since you just don't want Fonati to be speaker, I think it's simple like that. But going on the other hand, you see the confusion that is at the Capitol building now. It is not easy because you have this other person, the speaker that the majority bloc said that they elected. When you instruct the person to do this, then Fonati Kofa will say, no, what you just wrote, go and take it down. You are not ready. So even the workers there, they are in the state of dilemma now. The other speaker, the thing is funny. Our culture get two speakers. The other speaker will say, go there and write that. Then the other speaker will come from the other and say, no, don't do that. Why can you go and do process be given? It is as simple as that. Why can that happen? Like I said, I don't want us to waste time on this because we have other things to discuss this morning. So we have the Millennium Challenge Corporation to be discussed. That is something that we'll go through lengthily. But this is something that we should just, go around and be able to tell these people to do what they can do. Let the due process be given. So we're going to read out the lawsuit that was filed to the Supreme Court. We will read it out. And also yesterday, as we all know, the former President George Weah, he came in the country, and the day he entered in this country, I asked the question as to if there will be some changes, as to if his presence will bring a difference in this whole legislative matter. Mind you, he is the former president who block side. So I asked the question as to if his presence in this country was going to bring some differences, as to if there will be people called together, and he, as the former president, will say, I am a big brother and let's be able to settle this and blah, blah, blah. I asked the question. But on yesterday at his church, at the Forticlon Chala Family Fellowship Church, he while giving all his sermon, he said that this government is trying to hijack democracy by removing the speaker, and this must stop. The former president, we have said, we will play that clip yesterday from what he said about it. But it said that his presence will bring a change in this matter. The Supreme Court issuing a stay order on all proceedings and asking these people to go back to where they came from. It said that it is somehow a victory sound for the speaker, Fonati Kofa. These are questions that we are asking this morning. Do you see that as possible? But let us go now to the that is the lawsuit that was filed by J. Fonati Kofa, his block, to the Supreme Court. Okay. Then from there, we will bring you the stay order from the Supreme Court. Okay, here is it. It says in the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, sitting in its October term, 2024, and blah 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 blah, all of the things, it is there. Representatives J. Fonatikofa, Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives, Emmanuel Dan, Dixon Sibo, Marvin Cole, Musability, Muka Kamara, Luther Collins, Jerry Yopo, Yeke Koluba, Abu Kamara, Taha Wongwe, Thomas Joshua, Opi Kopo Wese, Flecker, Alex Noah, Matthew Joe, Ellie Ator Rare, Samuel Enders, Small Moba, Jacob DB, Edward Flomo, Eugene Cully, Rogi Barry, Thomas Romeo Kwa, Frank Safoko, Bintu Masale, Priscilla Cooper, and of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature practitioners. They are the practitioners. The Constitution. This is okay. Let's go to the petitions. The petitioners' petition. It says, and now come the petitioners, J. Fonatikofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the leadership of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature, and most respectfully pray your honors to declare the following actions of the respondents of the unconstitutional and illegal. The convening by the respondents of the purported and illegal plenary of the House of Representatives without the Speaker. Presiding officers of the House of Representatives in Article 49 of the Constitution, notwithstanding the fact that he is present and available to perform his duties. 2. Using the illegal plenary to unconstitutionally suspend Honorables Edward Flomo, Abu Kamara, and Marvin Cole as members of the House of Representatives without affording them the necessary and required constitutional due process mandated by Article 20 of the Liberian Constitution and the Rule 48 of the House Standing Rules. Illegally reconstructing and reconstituting statutory committees of the House of Representatives in violation of the committee's chairman and co-chairman appointed by the Speaker for 3 years, and that they can only be removed by a 2/3 vote of the entire membership of the House of Representatives. 4. A constitution taking possession of the 2025 draft national budget by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas Fala, and Honorable Samuel G. Koga, although it was directed to Speaker Kofa in his capacity as the presiding officer of the House of Representatives, and unlawfully acting on seem in violation of Article 49 of the Constitution and the Rule 10 of the House Standing Rules. Okay, the Supreme Court's jurisdiction. Article 66 of the 1986 Liberia Constitution states that the Supreme Court shall be the final arbiter of constitutional issues and shall exercise final jurisdiction in all cases, whether emanating from courts of record, courts not of record, administrative agencies, autonomous agencies, or any other authority, both as law and face. 2. Chapter 2, Section 2.2 of the Judiciary Law states, the Supreme Court of Liberia shall have jurisdiction on applications for remedial and extraordinary writs, including refusal to issue such writs and shall be the court of final resort in all such. The unconstitutional usurpation of Speaker's authority by the respondents. Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution designated by the Speaker as the presiding officer of the House of Representatives with the constitutional mandate to ensure the proper functioning of the House. 2. Consistent with the aforesaid Article 49, the House of Representatives Standing Rule 10 provides that the Speaker shall be the principal officer of the House, responsible for calling, convening, and presiding over all sections. The respondents have deliberately refused to attend regular and lawful sections presided over by the Speaker of the House and are instead participating in unconstitutional gatherings illegally presided over the Deputy Speaker in violation of Article 49 and the House Standing Rule 10A. A copy of the, a copy of 49 Standing Rule 10, a copy of this is, let me get this, the writing here, they are so small. Okay, issued by the Sergeant at Arms of the House of Representatives, confirming the respondent's refusal to yet to attach and mark Exhibit P or 1. Legally, Speaker Kofa is and remains the Speaker of the House of Representatives with the authority mandated by the Constitution and Rule 10 as presiding officer of the House. Under Rule 10, he is vested with the sole authority to call, convene, and preside over legislative sections of the House. His constitutional authority cannot be replaced or usurped until he is removed in accordance with Article 49, which requires not only an affirmative vote of 2/3 of the membership of the House of Representatives, but also as a prerequisite for removal, a hearing consistent with due process of the law. None of these mandatory constitutional requirements having been met, the action of the respondents in usurping the duties, functions, and responsibilities of the Speaker Kofa